These are most of the tools I use to do wire inlay around a clock or any other object made in wood. As you can see, the wire inlay gives it a nice frame, right? Anyhow, I start out with 16 gauge wire and I run it through a slip roller and bring it down to a couple of millimeters below that, and I flatten it to do the inlay. These tools are simple. The only tool that's not simple is the slip roller, and I believe you can still get them on Amazon. It's a Grizzly slip roller. This is the Grizzly slip roller, and since my shop space is at a maximum here, I have it mounted on my table saw. This is another clock that I'm working on and doing some inlaid metal to. This one I'm doing with brass, the other one I did with copper. I'll be doing this project today in my new ventilated box with blue block framed windows to block the laser, to protect both my eyes and the camera, so I don't have to sit here with a pair of glasses on all night long. I sand all the edges of the cut wood to be sure it has a smooth finish to it. Now, in order to get this to line up the way I want, I provided a picture of my setup on LightBurn and the location point that I start with. I fire the laser, I bring it to all four corners, and I make sure it lines up. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that pinpoint on there through the blue block, but there is a pinpoint on the left side facing us, showing where the corner of the board is, where the corner of the portrait is for the LightBurn. You should be able to just make out the laser at the tip of the board on the left hand side at the top of the board there. Now I'll do a frame, and then we'll make sure it's where it belongs. Remember, no board is perfect. Light wood and dark wood have different burn rates. So if you have light wood and you have dark wood, your dark side's going to burn much more than the light side will. Now you'll notice we're pretty much dead on here. If it's off, it's not by much. I'm going to do this one more time to make sure. I'll spot us at the other two corners to make sure that this is 100% lined up. The noise off the exhaust machine that I'm about to turn on, what I'll do is I'm going to dub that out and just let you watch the show, put a little music on, whatever there, and then you can see how this works for yourself. This yellow box is just to the inside of the board. I use it to help me line up the board. It is not going to be cut or filled. Here on the green tab, you'll notice we have the clock hands. I have it set at 2000 at a power of 50. You'll notice that I have it set to fill individually. The reason I do this is because it might take an hour or two to burn a 6" by 6" area line by line, when I can just make it jump directly from one number to the next. Here we have the buck on the red tab, and it's set up to run at 1550. Now I set that to offset fill because I like the effect that it gives me, and I usually make about 2 passes to make it nice and deep. And here on the blue tab we have the pilot guide for the clock mechanism. I use this to make sure that I place the clock mechanism where it needs to go. I have this set a power of 50, a speed of 1000 with 3 passes. That makes it deep enough to get what I want. And now for the black section. This is for the inlay. You'll notice I have it set at 1000 with a power of 100, and I have it set for 20 passes. The important thing to know here is that at 1000 it will not burn or scorch my wood. The 20 passes takes no longer than 2 passes or more with it set at 100. So save your wood. Don't destroy it by burning it and leaving scorch marks all over it. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.